You're listening to the 3 Pixels Tech, Gaming and Movie Podcast, brought to you by Alan Taylor, Martin Gregory, and me, Ben Ridley. Hello and welcome your faces back to the 3 Pixels Podcast. It is episode 14, and I'm here with my wonderful co-hosts, Alan and Martin. How are you guys?
Hello, I'm alright. Very well, thank you.
Still warm, still very warm.
Still warm in the UK. I'm just saying,
Bloody
guys,
sun.
I think after this, we'll just go get some ice cream together. Let's
Sounds
cool
good.
ourselves down.
Yeah. I'll just go for a long shower.
Together.
Yeah.
With ice creams.
With ice cream.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah.
Martin, ice cream flavour of choice.
Mint chocolate chip.
Correct answer.
I'm going to say
Ben.
the same thing.
Oh, wow, look at us.
All three?
All mint chocolate chip
Yep.
in the shower.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Let's just have a mint chocolate chip shower.
That just sounds sticky.
Very sticky.
Yeah.
Well, on that note...
On that note, it's time for the Tech Corner. On the Tech Corner this episode, I have a bit of a PSA for you. Public service announcement, for you to know what that is. Talking about Google's web browser, Chrome, number 68, is taking one of the web's basic but most important issues, encryption. Chrome 68 is releasing on July 24th, the aim being trying to take a stand on websites that do not use Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure HTTPS by default. Google will mark any websites not using HTTPS as insecure. As you may not know, many of the world's biggest websites currently don't use HTTPS, from top retailers, universities, and businesses. A quote here from security researcher Scott Helm. He says, "This is a really significant change in our default standard for security. We're now expecting it to be more secure, and if it is not, we will tell the user." By the looks of things, it won't be a radical change, but if a website isn't using HTTPS, it will show a message next to the URL in the search bar saying not secure. So it is time for Ben's explanatory bit for norms. If you're not a tech head, this might help you out. HTTPS, unlike the inferior hypertext protocol, means information being transferred from your device to the website you're on is encrypted and can't easily be intercepted by third parties. The web security feature is marked by a green padlock, which you might have seen on your websites you visited, and the underlying systems SSL and TLS have existed since 1994, when they were included in the Netscape Navigator web browser. So you may be asking, what are the benefits of HTTPS? Well, you might not have asked, but I'm telling you anyway. The benefits include faster website load times and responsiveness, increasing a website's SEO score, as it ranks better with Google, and preventing malware, especially from well-known tools out there that inject websites with malware that then pass it on to the user. So, to conclude, should you be worried? No. Will this make a difference to most people using Chrome? Not really. Can this help you stay safe? Maybe. And to throw in a fact right at the end, Google Chrome has 60% of the market share with over 1 billion users on mobile alone. So to go around the room, what browsers do we all use and why?
My laptop at home, I use Firefox. I like it. It's, it's made by the people for the people. I like the ethos. Chrome works pretty well on these powerful Macs. And then on my MacBook, I use Safari.
Okay, so you mix it up a bit. If you had to pick one of them generally, so for the user experience for everything, what would you choose?
Probably Chrome at this point.
Okay, why?
I mean, to be honest, really, for what I do, there's not that much between them. I definitely prefer it to Safari, but...
Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
But yeah, I mean, whatever. It's almost like the default.
Yeah,
Do you know
and
what I mean?
that is for the same for most people, is that most people have heard of Chrome, it's well talked about. What used to be the same with Internet Explorer.
So
back
do
in the
these
day.
other browsers not have all the security stuff that Chrome's getting? Is that the point?
The point is that other browsers don't make a big deal out of websites who don't have HTTPS. Before, if a website had HTTPS, you'd see this green padlock, which everyone knows and they see, and you should look out for when you're paying for stuff online to make sure your transaction is secure. However, Google are going to go an extra level and say, we're actually going to physically put in the address bar, not safe, unless that website has HTTPS. So normally, you wouldn't necessarily say a website would be unsafe unless it had HTTPS, but Google think that now all websites should have HTTPS encryption regardless.
So obviously we're living in a world now where internet security is like a big hot topic.
Oh, 100%.
Is this just a way for them to get users from the other browsers that they don't have?
Oh, do you think there's probably some marketing ploy in there? Of course there is. They're a company.
I think it's definitely more of a ploy than anything. If you go back to what Ben was saying, will it stop viruses? And he went through a list. It was always question marks over as like probably or maybe. There was never a full answer like this will definitely.
Oh no, 100%.
And I feel like people will just read the headline to this and go, "Oh, Google Chrome does this now," without actually really fact checking it. And I'm not saying they're lying. I'm just saying I feel like people like myself would probably see the headline and go, "Oh, great."
What do you use, Martin?
I use Safari mostly.
Okay, so you have a MacBook. That's
Yeah.
that's the main computer you use. And why Safari? And I know it's the default browser on Mac.
Mainly because it's the default, and also I feel more secure on it. I don't know what it is about it. When I go on there, I feel like with my Mac, and I trust in my Mac, if that makes any sense. I trust that it's going to protect me from viruses as well as like anything else that's going on. And I feel like if Mac's default is going to be Safari, then I'd keep it. If it was good enough for a Mac, then it's good enough for me. That's how I see it. I do have Chrome installed on here, but the only time I ever use it if I think I'll play video games on there. Like you go on like stuff like Miniclip and all that. You play games on there. I find it runs better on Chrome than it does Safari.
Yeah.
But like that's a chance of a million at times.
As a tech head, what do you use?
As a tech head, I use many different browsers and I'm constantly switching between them.
Oh, so I'm a tech head then.
Yeah. So on the Mac Pro that we're recording this podcast on, which is one I use day to day at work, we got the new Firefox, which is really good actually. Highly recommend trying that out if you are looking for a new browser to try out. We've got Chrome and Safari, and I think I have an old version of Firefox as well. So I have all of those, but I do generally jump between those three more than anything else. So Safari, Chrome, and Firefox. Those are the top ones. So yeah, Chrome is a great browser. I mean, I've been using Chrome for a very long time. I think I started using it back in sixth form when we used to do a lot of programming, and we even convinced our IT teacher to actually install Chrome on the systems because we just had Internet Explorer and we were trying to do some searching for programming stuff and it just wasn't working very well, so we upgraded that. And yeah, so I've been following Chrome for a while. In talking about this update, you listening at home, I want to be able to engage everyone, not just the tech heads. Should you be thinking about it? Do you need to be worried about it? No, as I've said, it's an update. You're going to install it like you install other updates. Most people sitting at home probably didn't even know that Chrome has updated at any point. It does something to do it just on its own and you wouldn't have even noticed. So you're probably very surprised to know that Chrome is on its 68th version and there's nothing you need to be concerned about. But just be aware that the move will take place. This has started something. There's obviously a reason behind this. Websites generally will need to move to HTTPS. All websites.
So what? This is nothing but good news, right?
Of course.
It's just good news.
There's nothing bad to take
So
from it.
what did you say? Websites that don't have the S, how is Chrome going to handle them?
It's going to mark them as not secure in the web browser, in the URL tab.
Okay, what? And there's big red text?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope that this doesn't worry people more than it needs to until every website jumps on board with HTTPS.
But will this not push websites to jump up?
Oh,
on board?
100%, yeah, because they don't want to scare people away. But there is
Exactly.
going to be that gap where people might get a bit worried. So if you listen to this and you're not a tech person, now you know, and you can make an informed decision that maybe think twice if it's a website you've never been on before and not sure. If you don't see the HTTPS thing and Chrome is now telling you it's unsafe, maybe think twice before putting your information in any boxes. I do expect the trend to follow onto other browsers. I don't see it being long before the others will jump on board as well because it makes sense, and HTTPS is such an easy thing for websites to bring on board and it's not that expensive. So I don't see why they wouldn't do it, especially with this push. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Does it worry you? Are you a web developer? Is this something that particularly annoys you in either way? Please get in touch. We love hearing from you guys. You can tweet us at 3pixelspod. You can email us hello@the3pixels.com, or you can join us on our Facebook page. Just search The 3 Pixels Podcast. You've been listening to the 3 Pixels Podcast, a production by Alan Taylor, music provided by Epidemic Sound, and exec produced by Abrupt Audio. With that, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Good night.